If you raise the price of the hot dog, I will kill you. That's a real threat, reportedly made by the founder of a $400 billion company to his own CEO. Not over a merger, not over a rival, over a hot dog. This is that hot dog, $1.50 with a soda, and the price has been frozen since 1985. If it had kept up with inflation, it would cost about $4.70 today. Costco knows that. They sell every single one at essentially zero profit. On purpose. Because this hot dog is hiding something. It's the visible corner of a machine most shoppers never notice. A machine that quietly makes Costco billions without really selling you anything. By the end of this file, you'll know exactly where the money actually comes from. And fair warning, once you see it, you'll never walk through those doors the same way again. Open the file. Here's the first secret. The hot dog isn't a product. It's bait. It's what's called a loss leader, something a store sells at a loss just to pull you through the door. Because Costco knows something about you. Almost nobody walks into a Costco and buys only a hot dog. You came for the cheap hot dog. You leave with a cart full of paper towels, a rotisserie chicken, and a 48-pack of socks you didn't know you needed. The hot dog, the $4.99 rotisserie chicken, also sold at a loss. These are emotional anchors. They scream, "This place is cheap, you can trust the prices here." And that feeling is worth far more to Costco than the dollar they lose on lunch. But traffic alone doesn't explain the billions. For that, you have to look at the one number most shoppers never think about. To shop at Costco, you have to pay to get in. The membership fee, $65 to $130 a year. And here's the part that breaks people's brains. That little fee generates roughly half of Costco's entire operating profit. Think about it. Costco buys a product, marks it up only a little, often capped around 14 or 15%, way lower than a normal retailer, and sells it. On the actual merchandise, they barely make a profit. The membership fees, though, those are almost pure profit. There's very little cost to collect them. So a huge share of Costco's operating income comes not from selling products, but from people paying for the right to buy products. And here's the genius. Once you've paid that fee, your brain wants to get its money's worth. You shop more just to justify it. The fee you already paid quietly pushes you to spend more. That's the sunk cost effect, working in Costco's favor. So the cheap hot dog gets you to join. The membership is the actual business. Everything else is built to keep you renewing. But a fee alone doesn't keep 90% of people coming back for decades. For that, Costco runs two quieter tricks, and you've fallen for both. Walk into a normal supermarket and you'll find dozens of brands of ketchup. Walk into Costco and you'll find one, maybe two, but in a tub the size of your head. This is deliberate. Costco carries a tiny number of products compared to a regular store, a few thousand versus tens of thousands. Fewer products means Costco buys each one in staggering volume. That gives them brutal negotiating power with suppliers, which means lower prices, which means more members, which means even more buying power. It's a flywheel. And the constant rotation of random, limited products, a kayak next to a diamond ring next to cashmere, creates what retail people call the treasure hunt. You keep coming back because you might miss something. Scarcity and surprise turned into a shopping strategy. That's trick one. Trick two is sitting on the shelf right now, wearing a plain label, and it might be the most profitable disguise in retail. Then there's Kirkland's Signature, Costco's own brand. It's not just cheap filler. It's one of the most trusted store brands in America, and it does close to $90 billion in sales a year, bigger than Nike's entire global revenue. Store brands like Kirkland cost Costco less, and often earn better margins than the name brands sitting right next to them. But the real trick is trust. Every time a Kirkland product turns out just as good as the expensive name brand, your loyalty to Costco, not to the brand, gets a little stronger. And loyalty to Costco means exactly one thing. You renew that membership. So let's put it together. Costco doesn't really sell products. It sells a membership, and roughly half of its entire operating profit is just that fee. Everything inside the warehouse exists to protect it. The cheap hot dog builds trust. The rock-bottom prices build trust. Kirkland builds trust. The treasure hunt keeps you coming back. And all that trust does one job. It makes you renew, year after year, at renewal rates over 90% in North America. That $1.50 hot dog isn't losing Costco money. It's the cheapest, most effective piece of marketing on the planet. A tiny, delicious promise that says, the prices here are fair, so keep paying to come in. That's not a food court. That's a business model you can eat. If you want to know how the companies around you actually make their money, this is the channel for it. New file every week. I'm the Money Files. See you in the next one. Case closed.